couple different configurations. This is a model of our test section, so we can raise both walls and the ceiling to make it an open test section. We can lower the ceiling and leave the walls raised for a partial open test section. And then we can lower the walls and the ceiling for a closed test section, which gives us our 14 by 22. Right now we're actually in the closed configuration, so we'll go up there in a little bit and I'll show you that. Since we are low speed, we do a lot of takeoff and landing. We think that's the most important part, because if you can't take off and you can't land, it doesn't matter what happens in the middle. So a lot of what we do is takeoff and landing in low speed. Basically, if it blows in the wind, we can test it here. So up here you can see some of the other various things we tested. We did a wheelchair back in 1979. Basically, that was when they were trying to figure out what size motor they wanted to put on a wheelchair to make it propel forward in 35-mile-per-hour winds. Turns out you need a 1 horsepower motor. So that was we've also tested the smokestack back here on center. They built a scale model of the center, and then they varied the height of the smokestack to determine the ideal height. They were getting some corrosion on the gantry, and so they were trying to figure out what height it needed to be to get the smoke on top of the gantry so that it didn't corrode the gantry anymore. So they determined they needed a 250-foot high smokestack, and that's what they built it to. We've also tested some ground vehicles in the top right corner up there. We've also done some NASCAR testing and some Formula One testing here as well.